With HelloFresh meal kits, you get tried and tested recipes with step-by-step instructions and fresh, quality ingredients pre-portioned for you. Everything you need to cook delicious dinners delivered direct to your door. Enjoy a flexible plan and choose your favorites from our weekly menu. Delivered direct to your door. Order now with our easy-to-use online app. Dinner is solved with HelloFresh. Order now with our easy-to-use online app. Dinner.
Hey peeps, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I have to make sure that I have the volume. Let me know if I have to make sure the volume's fine. Because basically I've got the game volume set as the same as when I had it on God of War. And that might be fine, or it might be garbage. I don't know. So let me know if it's too loud, too quiet. If not, we'll go. But yeah, so how's it going, everyone? We're gonna do a little cool thing today where, I mean, I'll play, you know, if no one wants to do it, then I'll just play as I am. But to kind of, I've been finding the game a little bit, like, I don't want to say this because people are going to think I'm being really cocky or whatever, but I'm never really cocky, so it's allowed. But I got this game and I've been finding it really easy, to be honest. Or at least I found it easy on, like, the first, like, normal difficulty. Oops. That's my fault, Josie. I forgot to change it. Shouldn't have said God of War. Thank you for letting me know anyway. Hello, Lord Skeleton. Long time no see, man. How's it going? So yeah, basically, I found it quite... Yay! Thank you so much, Kev. You're a superstar, man. And that means that Kev is going to get the first choice of what we're doing in the first run. So first of all, Kev, let me know if you want me to do it on regular difficulty or hard. That's your first choice. And then Kev is going to get to decide every single weapon and item that I pick up. So it's up to you. I mean... If you can make it super hard if you want, but then don't blame me if it doesn't last that long. Or you can be somewhere in the middle. Hard, of course. Wouldn't have it any other way. So yeah, any donation tonight, if you donate anything just as little as $1, then you get to pick all of my items and weapons for the next run. Now each run, I mean, even if I complete the game, it probably won't even take half an hour. So it's quite a short game if you beat it. It is the way I play it anyway. I'm a speedrunner. So there's your choices. The Impaler, which is a big spear. Firebrands, which is fire. Obviously, I'm allowed 2 of them. You have to give me 2. You can't just say, don't take anything. Or a shield. You can activate more than one cell if you have more than one. I don't have more than one, I don't think, because I don't think you get another one until you complete it. You have to complete it with a boss cell on to get another one, I think, and I haven't. Shield and firebrands, of course you are. Give me the worst 2. Textbook. Do you know, I don't even use shields ever. Like, ever, ever, ever. So, that is probably not even going to get used. Right, so yeah, if I ever find a weapon, I'm going to give you the opportunity to kind of decide what we're doing with it. Like, I like to think I'm pretty good. I think even with this kind of excessive difficulty, well, if it was excessive difficulty and or the excessive difficulty of you giving me garbage weapons combined with like the regular difficulty, then I think I'd still kind of cruise through it. But hard is actually quite hard. So, you know, hard's hard when I get to choose my own weapons. Never mind when I don't get to choose my own weapons. I love shields. Probably. Oh, I don't. Nah, I just don't do them. I mean, this is. I don't mind like stuff like firebrands, but I always kind of combine it with, you know, another weapon or whatever. I would never just go this. Oh yeah, so I was gonna, yeah, Josie's just said that he doesn't know anything about this game, and I was just gonna kind of give a little explanation for those who don't know, because I remember Claudio was saying he was gonna come along, and I think Claudio knows a little bit about it, but he hasn't played it himself. So it's a roguelike, which means that it's kind of procedurally. What your choice? Are we leaving this or not? If I leave it, it's fine. I'll just convert it to cash. Your call, Kev. Did my Horizon Zero Dawn advice come in handy? Oh, it did. No, it did. It did come in handy. I'm a little bit. I was playing a bit more. Take it for Firebrand. Okay. Ah, thanks, dude. Now we're talking. Yeah, I had to like do some. Oh, another choice for Kev. I guess I've got to take it because I've got an empty slot, right? I think that's fair, right? I don't know. I'll wait for you to confirm, but I figure because I've got an empty slot, I have to take it. Okay, well, I guess so. And then if we've got more, Kev's left it up to me. He's a kind soul. You could. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Feel free to say no, people. Ace will be like, no, you're having nothing. You'll do a bare fist run. But yeah, so it's a roguelike, which means that it's procedurally generated, so every single time you play it, it's going to be different. This is the map. Obviously, the map only fills in as you go. The game itself is only about half an hour long, assuming that you complete it. There we go. There's like level 1 done. So the pattern of the game is like 2 or 3 levels boss, 2 or 3 levels boss, and so on. And there's only 3 bosses in the whole game. So it's actually quite short if you're good, but it is hard. As long as you keep activating every cell you have for each run, I'm happy. Right, I'm just gonna whack Great Owl of War. That was the one we just picked up. I don't even know what that is. Summon a Great Owl pet, 37 damage a second. Activating this skill again will anger the Great Owl. I'm just going to carry on. I'm ploughing cells into a health flask at the moment. Yeah, it's really good, Rebel Scum. So, you know, the
cupcake rolls in.
Hello, Hyper! I recognize that intro anywhere. I always go for this one. Actually, I guess I should be letting you choose this? I don't know, should I let... I'll do this just because there's so many options. It's like, especially if someone doesn't know, there's like a ton of options. Yeah, they're cruel with the potions. They don't give you full top-ups between levels. Putting everything into health. Yep. Textbook. I was waiting for someone to say that. Yeah, so it's like a couple of levels, then a boss, couple of levels, boss. And there's only 3 bosses. So, you know. Although, I should say, I've never beat it on hard before. I've beat it a couple of times on regular. And I think that's relatively easy now. But I've never beat it on... hard. And that's when... And I've had a good few goes on hard. And I've failed to beat it when I can kind of you know, when I allow myself to choose my own weapons. So I suspect it's going to be even harder to do it when I can't choose my own weapons. I'm doing pretty alright though. I've got to say, I'm pretty sure, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that this is currently a no-hit run. Pretty sure. I mean, obviously now I've said that, I'm going to get hit. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't find this... I remember when I was getting it, everyone said, oh, this is like super, super hard. And I haven't found that at all. I don't know, like, we'll see tonight. Don't get too cocky. I know. I don't know. I just don't... I guess I don't know. I do okay at it, I guess. I've got to take advantage. I've got to brag when I get the opportunity, because the opportunity to brag does not come around very often for me. Look, buddy, don't sit there. Thank you. Get out of there, because they're going to explode. Yeah, so the rules are, if you get to donate, like Kev has just donated $3. If you donate anything at all tonight, then you'll get to pick my weapons for the next kind of run. Which, I mean, like, oh, we finally got hurt. Oh my god, that's the thing with thank god there was a nice chicken leg waiting for us. The damage that they do in hard mode is like insane. You pretty much have to do like a no-hit run in hard mode, because... there we go. Oh god, my ammo's not recharged. Okay, have a grenade. Yeah, like, it's just crazy how much damage they do, so you just can't... Oh, my ammo's stuck in the enemy. Can I get it back by... Nope. Denied. How do I get... I guess I just gotta wait for it to regen? Outrageous. Have one of them in the face. You can brag that you know how to pronounce the name of that mountain in Final Fantasy XII. Absolutely no chance. I could barely pronounce it when I was kind of playing the game and I had it written down in front of me. Mount Bear Omasas? Maybe? I don't know. There'll be more of that mountain next time. Which I believe. Oh, I'm not fighting an elite. Not today. Yeah, so how many of you guys have played this? How many of you have beat it? Do you find it easy? Am I just mad? I don't know. As I said, I mean, to be fair, I only find it easy on, like, you know, the regular difficulty. Ah! Just gone for a little splash in the poison. I always treat it like a speedrun as well. It's always like, for me, it's always a race to get to the end of the level. Shop. Can't afford anything. Well, I can, but it's fine. I'm sure Kev doesn't want me getting it. I love it, but I find it to be hard. Yeah, I mean, have you completed it on, like, regular difficulty? Because now that I've done it on regular, I definitely find it hard now on where the hell am I going? Oh, I missed the Guardian scroll. Oh well. Yeah, see, my strat, you won't be surprised to know, Ace, that my strat for this is to focus on getting an absolute ton of HP. Because I don't know, in all games, I just like being a tank and just like being able to kind of take a ton of damage. And yeah, so I always like, you know, the upgrades, I kind of focus my upgrades around what's going to increase my max HP the most. And like this, let's see which one's going to give us the most HP. So that's, oh yeah, see, purple is going to give us an extra 30% HP. Green give us an extra 70%. So I'm taking green. So and obviously each time you upgrade it a bit, let me know. Right, I'm going to go, I've got a choice of weapons here. So we can have an upgrade to our ice grenades, or we can have a broadsword, Or we can have neither. It's totally your call. All I can say is it lives up to its reputation the more boss souls you activate. Hey, Claudio! Oh, that's nice. Okay, so Claudio's donated. Thank you very much, Claudio. And he's handed the baton to you, Ace. So, Ace, you get to choose the... Go for the sword. What do you want me to drop, then? Sword in favour of shield or bow. Your call. So Elden Ring comes out... Well, I heard it's... Do not be kind. Oh, come on. You know Ace. Ace is not going to be kind at all. Ace will want it. It might backfire him, though. It might backfire. Because... Ugh, that is beastie. But I mean, I tend to kind of... I tend to go with the fast swinging moves. Thank you so much, by the way, for the donation, Claudio. Hey, the ramparts. There we go. Level 2 down. We've got the ramparts is not where the boss is, though. So we've got another level, then a boss. You shall not waste this opportunity. Make the most. Oh, hello. We did that quick enough to unlock the 8-minute. Oh, thank you very much. Yoink. Got myself some sweet cells. Okay. Kev, we've got... Again, you can tell me to not take any. Then we've got an amulet, which just is like just a permanent stat increase, like permanent little boosts. We've got a powerful grenade, or we've got the symmetrical lance, which is actually the weapon that the end of game boss uses. That reduces the damage that you take invisible after 5 seconds without attacking. And then the first invisible attack inflicts a plus 150% damage. That sounds pretty nice, to be fair. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Yeah, so we did that. Cause see, I was speedrunning there. I've been watching your Ocarina of Time playthrough, but just an hour, half an hour, just an hour. What? But just an hour. Oh, you're an hour and a half in. If only I could read. Yeah, that was like forever ago. It's crazy how long ago that was. Good times. I had so much fun doing that playthrough. Just are there any like are there any Dead Souls pros here, by the way? Like people who know a lot more than I do. Which isn't not much. It's quite easy to know a lot more than I do. Just reading the description of the stream and I'm wondering what a sound command is. I can guess, but I've not... Yeah, so basically, you type in like exclamation mark and one of the things. There you go. Ace has shown you one. There's a bunch of them. Like one of them's like the Final Fantasy VII music. I'm not sure. A couple of them are only available to people who sponsor the channel, but most of them are available to everyone. Have a good night anyway, Claudio. I shall see you later. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing, to be honest. Like, hard is hard. Like, so... It's not even like a small increase. Yeah, don't worry. You tried to make it less confusing and I ruined it. Oh, the Majora's Mask streams. Oh, God. I actually know, I enjoyed that. Like... Oh god, look at that! What? This is absurd! I got hit twice. Oh my god. Okay. Good start here. I find it easy on regular mode, not on hard. I've never completed hard. Hard is, as the name suggests, it is hard. Oh man. Ah! What the hell's going on? This is absolutely mental. They're coming at me from everywhere. Usually I'm pretty like organized. I kind of pick them off one at a time so that they can't, you know, I don't panic and get over, like I don't get, what's the word? When you just get kind of, there's too many all at once. Yeah. Dear, did you die, buddy? Did you die from gravity? No! Okay, you did. Yeah. I don't know how much longer I'm going to survive, Ace, so it might be your turn soon. An order from the king, probably for his officers. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was saying. So I enjoyed. I did enjoy Majora's Mask and the dungeons. You know, the bits that I like in a Zelda game were good. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have a problem with the time issue. Oh my god. Okay, well there's my life gone. I had one spare life because of the ability that I picked, and that is gone. So, no more of that. Next time we get hit, well, okay, no, we've got a little bit more life left in the tank. Almost. Next time I get hit, we're dead. Man, this broadsword is so slow. Right, your choice, Kev. Are we going to take it or not? Oh, no! It's a trap! It's a trap! Outrageous. There was me. I like pretty much put the controller down because I think, oh, I'll give Kev the time to decide if I'm going to take it or not. Nope. Enemies. Oh, what's that down there? Corrupted artifact. Hey, it's worth 15,000. Oh, damn it.
Oh no!
Forgot about that. It's a corrupted artifact, so it's worth 15,000 squids. But I have to kill 20 enemies before. I've now got a curse on me. And if you get hurt while you've got a curse on you, it's instant death. So, and that's what the 20 is above my head. So I've got to kill 20 people to like remove the curse. And then if I kill 20 people without getting hurt, the curse is lifted and all is well in the world. But if I know the run is over. Kev knows. Kev knew before it even happened. Why did I take the curse? I didn't even notice. Yeah, good luck me getting. I think your Ace is very often. I'm not even going to ask Ace if he wants me to play it on hard mode. Cheers, Kev, and cheers for the donation, man. Yeah, I'm not even going to ask if Ace wants it on hard mode. Of course, Ace wants it on hard mode. So we've got a sword, an electric whip, and a greed shield. Yeah, of course you do, Ace. Not even worth asking. Whip, sword, and shield. Who died? Yeah, so it's cool. It's like, you know, it's a roguelike. It's like, you know, Enter the Gungeon or Crypt of the Necrodancer. Whip and blade. Oh, very not as cruel as I thought. I thought he was going to give me the shield. Because the shield might as well just be a blank slot. It's completely, to me anyway, it's useless. I've got so little experience with using shields that I just kind of, I don't know how to parry for one. Oh, an elite. Go on, I'll be kind, and well, not kind. I'll put the effort in to try and defeat the elite. Stop it! What's with the? I don't mind fighting you, man, but it'd be nice if I could even see you. Oh, come on! This is silly. There we go. Have some whip in the face. Whoa. Boom. Damn it. Oh, what's he doing? I'm just going to whip him to death. Have some of that. Not so late now, buddy. I'll be lurking now. Alright, no worries, man. No worries. Have a good one, Kev. Something interesting. Apparently, Horizon Zero Dawn's coming to the PC this year. Yeah, I heard that. Like, I think it's a good thing. I mean, I can't understand why it would ever be bad. I mean, it's good, isn't it? It's just get more people to play it. Wow, this whip is better than I thought, you know. I was kind of thinking I was just going to go with the sword, but I don't know. This whip is killing it. Ah! At least because Ace has been a little bit kinder with the weapons, there's actually a chance I'm going to reach a boss. And, you know, we want to see some bosses, don't we? Yeah, and as you said, I think it's probably a good way of, like, getting a bunch of people to try the game, and then you get a bunch of people to try the game, and then they'll want to play Horizon Zero Dawn 2 on the PS5, and they might just buy it. You know, they might buy a PS5 just to play Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Whip that whip. Lord on a shoestring. The writing's barely legible. Don't want contaminated. Out of here. See you again, Hope. The malaise. Not infected. Won't die. Ooh, found a secret little, what's in the small bag? A shiny pebble worth 100 gold. What a load of rubbish. Where am I going? Oh, I saw an item down there. Oh, garbage. Yeah, so who's beat this game before? And how easy did you find it to just beat it once on the regular? Because I like, nah, not everyone's even gonna put like a ton of effort into the other things. I don't think. Like, you know, some people will, and I am a bit. But I reckon some people are just kind of, you know, the first section. No chance I'm picking up that corrupted thing. So, no chance. Not if you want this run to end early, Ace. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a little bit more expensive than I would have been willing to pay for the game. This, I mean, like, I think it's usually like 25, something like that. And for this kind of game, I don't think I'd pay 25 for, but it was around Christmas. It was on a big sale. So I managed to get it for like 15, I think. I think that's 15's pretty. I'm happy to. I'm happy to have paid. Oh my god, happy to have paid 15 for it. You know, I've already got like an absolute ton of hours. I mean, even if, to be honest, even if I never played it ever again, I've probably got my money's worth already out of it. All right, no worries, Rebel Scum. I'll see you later, dude. Have a good one. Oh, the promenade. Let's go. First level down. But once you get to like 3 cells, the starter difficulty feels like a joke. Well, yeah. I mean, have you got that far, Ace, or? I can imagine if you're good enough to. I mean, if you're good enough to do it on hard, it's probably already at the point where the easy one feels like a joke. I already think the easy one feels pretty easy now. Promenade of the Condemned. I found the optional boss today, actually, Ace. There's like a thing where I think after you complete it once you've completed it once, then you're allowed to go into the you're allowed to go into another path that's like the ancient sewers or something, and that's got some other optional boss in it, the conjunctivitis or something. It's like a big giant eyeball, and I got up to him. I didn't kill him. He was pretty tough, although I kind of was, you know, obviously with these games there's a bit, you know, there's a fair bit of luck as well. Like, by the time I got to him, I had garbage weapons, and you know, I did the best I could, but I didn't have much to play with. Your choice whether I pick that up. Although, to be fair, I've basically already got it, so I mean, I don't know if it might be a slightly better version, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. I got all 5 souls. Oh, there's 5, is there? And it feels just like Dark Souls once you finally beat that boss, and that's been so mad. 5 souls, that is impressive, and I mean you must have done a hell of a lot of runs of this game. That's all I can say. After this, we can will you leave me alone, buddy? Get a life. Jeez. Guy wouldn't leave me alone. Ooh, a shop. Yeah, a shop where I can't afford anything. Lovely jubbly. I've completely forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, the game is hard. Now that I'm on hard mode, and obviously it's only going to get harder and harder as you get more souls. Like, well, yeah, oh, that's what I was saying. After this game, I'll bring up my stats, and in fact, actually, I might be able to do it right now. No, I can't. Yes, you can tell me a secret. This is not a game where I kind of care about spoilers or whatever. You can tell me absolutely anything. Although I suspect, at least right now, you're probably not going to tell me anything that's going to make it easier, because that would be very much against yours and Claudio's plan. Bum 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 bum. I know there's. I think it was Morris that told me that there's told me that there's another final boss after the, like, what I thought the final boss was. There's a different boss when you complete it the second time. Oh my god. These stupid scarecrow things make everyone invulnerable, like in the radius around it. They are a nightmare. And I'm convinced they deliberately, like, position them in the worst place ever. Like, you know, after you've got to kind of go through an army of enemies to actually get to them. Oh, if I remember correctly, look up on the first room when starting a run. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see how long this run lasts. And, oh, another shop where I can't afford anything. Lovely. Where's all my money? I feel like, I mean, I haven't been killing every single thing in sight, but I've been killing stuff. Yeah, I got to a really hard mission in Horizon Zero Dawn today, Josh. Or Josie, sorry. Where any of these, Ace, your call. We got a fire grenade, which looks a bit crappy, to be honest. Or a blood sword, or we can just leave them both. What is this Final Fantasy 12 economy? Yeah, it was like I had to rescue someone called Narsen or Narvan from this, like, outpost. Take the sword. I assume take the sword in favor of the sword that I've already got. I'm waiting for you to confirm. Just, I don't want to, like, got to obey the rules. Yeah, I had to save someone like Narvan or something from, like, an outpost, and I was just, you know, going in the sword. Oh yes, yeah, it's the sword quest. And I was just, like, going in through the front door and just, like, I go in through the front door and literally, like, you know, I don't know, 5 seconds later, I have 20 enemies on top of me. It was absolutely insane, and I realized eventually that I was gonna have to be stealthy. There was no way I could just kind of go in and brute force them all. And as soon as I started being stealthy, then it was at least doable. Do not let go of the whip, it's too good. It is! I feel like the Emperor in Star Wars. Ultimate power! There we go. Thank you. Okay, so the whip's a stayer then. Oh, these are all going to be locked, aren't they? Of course they are. I do not have any keys. Hey! Yeah, so usually when I like or I say usually like I've completed the game loads. when I've completed it, like both times I've completed it, I've got to the end and had like something insane, like 20,000 HP or something. Just because I'm like max HP, all you know. And it to be fair, oh, I haven't got the wall jump yet, so I can't do this. I don't actually know where to find the wall jump. Yeah, that was definitely one where stealth was like pretty much mandatory. Unless I don't even know how I'd have done it without stealth. So many enemies. Watch this, I can electrocute the water. Ho, ho, ho! It's even better than normal. Right. Kill the stupid scarecrow. And then electrocute the buddies. How'd you like some of that? Hey, Moldy, how's it going? We're on the second run of the night. I mean, I'm pretty happy that it's only the second run, to be honest. Like, the first one lasted quite a while. Second one's going alright. We still haven't reached the boss yet, to be fair. So I guess you can't say it's gone that well. But I am on hard. And I am not being given the best weapons available to me. And, well, actually, Ace has been pretty kind, I think. Oh, Ace, maybe you can tell me about it. So what I do is I always choose the option to upgrade it. Ah, good stuff, Hyper. I always choose the option to upgrade to plus quality because that seems like a no-brainer. I assume it's better, but I never spend money on this reforge modifiers. Now, is that just something like it's going to change those like effects that it has, but it doesn't. Am I correct that it doesn't actually tell you what it's going to change them to? So is it just complete random, like, and you just take your chances? Or daughter's taking a nap and got home from work, so I can actually catch it on Friday stream. Hey, I mean, I'm not going to stream it for too long. I never do midweek, but right, DPS, extra DPS after a kill, or cooldown faster. I will go extra DPS. What? This, you know, the reforge modifiers. Like it. So at the moment, the modifier on Bloodsword is plus 50% damage when you're at max HP, or the next one is victims emit a toxic cloud when they die. So the reforge modifiers, that changes that, right? But it doesn't tell you what it changes it to. So it's like, is it just random? Is it just like take your chances? Or like, I mean, I don't even use it because it's so random. I'm just like, nah. Like, unless I've got something completely garbage. Hey, hello, Operation, or newly found bats. How's it going? Welcome back. Can be easily cheesed by using a mount, though. Just rush through the door. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, no room for cheeses. Well, I've always got room for cheese, but seeing you play a roguelike makes me want to get back to. Oh, I know. Like it was playing. They're strangely addictive, aren't they? It was playing. What was it? What's the other one called? It was free on Epic Games. Oh my god, my brain's gone blank. Gungeoneer. Enter the Gungeon. It was playing that made me kind of wanna give this a go. And they are strangely addictive. You think like it's always that kind of just, you know, just one more go. I don't know, Operation. I will do one. Oh, unlucky, buddy. You seem to be getting electrocuted. Oh, I hate these flying things. I hate those flying things. I hate anything that flies, to be honest, because it's just harder to kind of... It's harder to, you know, land your hits without getting hurt yourself. So much less good at gunging compared to Crypt of the Neck. Oh, I'm okay at Gungeon, but I am terrible at oh, Cuphead levels, that'd be amazing. I tried to do a Cuphead level once, and then I realised I'm just not very good at making Mario Maker levels. I'm just not good enough to do it. Or at least not good enough to do it well. You know, I'd want it to be at least recognisable. Oh, teleporting about, mate. Steady on. Yeah. This has been a no-hit run. Here you go, Ace. This is your next decision. Do we take the powerful grenade in place of either the vampire thing or that other thing that I can't remember what it's called, but it shoots like bolts? Got lucky second running Gungeon and got a weapon that got me to the second floor, and I've died to the first boss. Oh, like, yeah, I got past. I've definitely got past the first boss. I can do okay. I've never beat it. Each weapon has a number of possible modifiers, like 10 for example, so it's not... Take it. Okay. Right, I'll take it for vampirism then. Try to make all the running gun levels. That would be impressive. Reviews talking about it being able to play the first 3 hours of the new Doom game, saying the first 3 hours are better than all of the last game. Wow. I mean... Okay, that's a wall jump situation. I mean, 3 hours is a hell of a lot for a Doom game. I mean, because they gave a pretty big demo for Dragon Quest XI, didn't they? But then, you know, with a game like Dragon Quest XI, you know, it's not a big deal. It's, you know, you can give away a lot and still not scratch the surface. But 3 hours of a Doom game, I mean, those kind of games aren't that long anyway. I think Doom 2016 was, what, like 10 hours long or something? Maybe 12? So, unless they've, you know, upped the size significantly, giving away 10 hours of a... Oh, sorry, 3 hours of a 10-hour game seems like a pretty crazy call. But I don't know. I guess they must have made it a lot bigger. That is the only conclusion. Ah, how dare you! I was on a no-hit run for ages there. Ah! There you go. It kills your momentum and then you get hit twice. Outrageous. No! Not having it. No! No! The great thing about this weapon is it causes bleed. So, have some of that, boys. See the carnage there? There was like 10 enemies and I just took them all out in one bomb. Oh, I don't know if that means just length or level size or both. Bethesda says the new Doom's also twice the size of the last one. Okay, well that kind of makes sense then. Replace anything you want except the whip. The whip stays. Okay, fair enough. Do not lose the whip. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd want to lose the whip. It's nice to have. It's, you know, it's nice to have a mixture of like ranged and not. Especially when some of the bosses, like some of the bosses, you definitely want to stay ranged. I think I'm just going with the HPs. Oh, sorry, not the HPs. Going with the DPS of my blood sword. Ah. Come on. I really want to fight a boss. It's been too long. We've been playing for too long and I haven't fought the boss yet. It's outrageous. Ah! That was bad. Okay. No! Oh, get off me. There we go. It's all good. Okay, let's go up here. Kill these guys. Bomb in the face. Damn, I didn't realize there was a wall in front of me. Okay, I'll just chuck that there and then leave. Ah! Got me from under the wall! That is bang out of order. Boom. Have you done a Cuphead playthrough on YouTube? Oh, yeah. I've done about at least 2, if not 3. I did a blind playthrough when it first, well, not when it first came out, but I did a blind playthrough when I first played it. And then I did a speed run where I completed it in about an hour and a half, and I only died the Black Bridge. We're coming to our first boss, peeps, and I am gonna annihilate him. I hope. That's the kind of confidence I've got against this boss. Yeah, and then I did a speed run which took me about 90 minutes, and 90 minutes to 100% the game. And yeah, I did. I think I died 8 times. I'm proud of that. Like, I know it sounds silly, but like as gaming achievements go, I'm pretty happy with that. That's about as good as I've ever got at any game. Yeah, it does need to come out already. Like, I was excited and thought it was not going to take long, like over a year ago or something stupid. Like, they really drummed it up, and then they released some artwork about 6 months ago, and just nothing, not a word about it. Look at this. Hyper's got like an absolute, like a perfect memory. I didn't even remember that. Oh, nice one, Steve. Do you know Detroit Become Human? Oh, totally, Ace. Totally. You know what I think about FromSoft. Love Sekiro. Love Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. Love Bloodborne. Here's the first boss, by the way, peeps. If you're new to the game. What is he doing? I forgot that he kind of like, I think on hard mode, he like basically jumps to the second phase of his move set from the very beginning. Oh man, this is going not quite as well as I planned, but I was still fine. I'm still semi-confident we're gonna hammer him. We just gotta... No! Ah! It's all good, it's all good. It's all good. In the hood. Slidey, slidey. Slidey, slidey. Bum in the face. Look at him, he's bleeding. He's bleeding. Can't take it. Ah! I mean, no. This is just like, this is just like Dark Souls. You just kind of, you memorize their kind of move set, and you just, after that, it's like just, oh my god, what? And then after that, it's just doing it. And then he starts jumping. Come on, no! That is such a brutal, like, it's so easy to dodge as well, and I just like, oh no, I don't want this to be the end of the run. Come on, I'm gonna concentrate now. Oh, yeah, like, it's so easy to dodge. No! Heartbroken. Yeah. I was just doing a no glitch speedrun. I don't know. Like, I 100%ed it fair and square. Like you would play it. Like anyone would play it. So Ace said look up. When at the very start. Like look up or go up? There's something I can go here. Oh, is that what you wanted to show me, Ace? A secret blueprint. So easy to dodge, like anyone could do that. Yeah, what I was trying to say, like I mean, his big leap is his big jump is quite easy to dodge. You just have to like basically not jump up in the air, and I jumped up in the air straight into him. You know, it's that move is relatively easy to dodge. If no one else wants to donate, right, I'm gonna do it once. I'm gonna do it once on easy. Until, you know, if someone else donates, then obviously they take the reins back again. But yeah, for anyone who's new to the stream, by the way, just for tonight only. Oh, you. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Can I swap them round? I really don't want. I want the sword to be in that slot. Okay. Good job, you gave you the secret blueprint gift. Thank you very much. Yeah, so until what? Yeah, what we're doing, we don't usually do anything like this, but we are. You're gonna see, by the way, the incredible difference in difficulty between easy and hard. I am just gonna absolutely annihilate this. Obviously now I've said that, I'm gonna get absolutely mauled. But yeah, so we don't usually do this kind of thing, but tonight we're doing a thing where anyone who donates $1 gets to, or a minimum of $1. You know, you can donate whatever you like if you fancy. But all you have to do if you want to get involved is donate a $1, and that means that you will get to choose my move, like every item that I use, and every weapon I use, every item I use, what difficulty I play on, all that stuff, for the whole of the next run. So you can be as cruel as you like by picking horrible weapons, or like allowing me to only play using a shield. It's different from what I remember before. You just looked up and the blueprint drops. Now it's hidden to the side. Yeah, I had to a little nosy around to find it. An ice bow. Is that better than my current bow? Slightly less damage, but it'll freeze people, so I'll take it. I do like freezing people, because then you can just you can freeze them and then just pound on them, or he can just pound on me, whichever way you like. Yeah, it is. The visuals are really nice. All the sound effects are really nice, and the controls are just like, I don't know, they just feel so like smooth. It handles really nicely. I mean, I know I'm playing this pretty fast. Like, I would probably recommend that people like. I'm not a pro at all, but this is how I like to play games. The previous difficulty's second phase is now the first phase, and they essentially get a third phase. Oh, wow, okay. There we go. I will collect my beautiful cells for doing that extra fast. We can get a better bow. Maybe, well, potentially better. I think I'm going to take the item, actually. I do love me some... I love items that hurt enemies, where I can just kind of chuck it down and run away, basically. And just be like, yep, you do the work for me. But yeah, it looks really nice, handles really nice, music's really nice. Loads of variety, really, yeah, it is really good. We'll take this, which gives us 1 extra life. The other big thing about easy mode as well is the flask usage. So as it is, I've got 3 like Estus flasks, or like health recharges. And every time you get to the end of a little area, you get a full top up. In hard mode, sometimes they don't give you full top. Like sometimes they'll give you a full top up. Sometimes they'll be like, no, you're just getting 1 flask or whatever. But yeah, it's harder in every way. Considerably harder as well. It's not like a small... I don't think it's a small jump up. You know, to the point where... like, I'm just so... like, I just think... oh, jeez! To the point where I genuinely think, like... anytime I go into easy mode now, I'm semi-confident I can beat the game. Whereas... no, like, I just don't think I've got it in me to beat hard. It's so much harder. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I wanted to do at least one little run on easy. Just, especially for those who haven't seen the game. It gives me a chance to actually show you some different stuff, you know? Because otherwise, if we're on hard, ouch, I'll just keep showing you the first level over and over again, because I'll just keep dying over and over again. This way, I get to, you know, show you all the wonders of the game, the different bosses, and all that good stuff. Got a very selective memory. Ah, well, you've selected to remember some groovy stuff about our streams. Beat it on hard and then on very hard. You have so much faith in me. I mean, I'm sure I will beat it. I just don't think I'm going to suddenly beat it in the next hour or whatever. Chances of that are fairly slim. Totally not playing it right now. What are you not playing right now? Crypt of the Necrodancer. Ah! Okay, that's the closest we've got to a bit of a troublesome situation. Oh, you stopped. I didn't see the bit about the Necrodancer. You remember why you stopped playing it? Because the last story character is impossible to play with controller drifted. Oh, I didn't. You forgot you had it on the Switch. So I was playing it on the PC. Yeah, I wouldn't fancy playing that with drift. I mean, I remember talking to you about this in the Discord, and I've just kind of... I've got no sense of rhythm, which is a pretty bad attribute for a game that's rhythm-based. It's like, I don't know, I just can't... Oh! Can't seem to keep the rhythm going, and so I can kind of... I don't know how much of a difference it actually makes, though. Does it just mean that you lose, like, you get less money or whatever, but you still... I don't think... Does it actually make it harder if you've got bad rhythm? Like, you don't get hurt for having bad rhythm or anything, do you? Man, I am rushing through this bit because that was horrible, so I just ran for it. Oh, I wouldn't say no to a grenade, but I quite like what I've got. Been having a real blast playing through the classic Final Fantasies. Yeah, like, I've got to say, they look a lot nicer on the... Just on the eye, they look nicer. Like the versions you're playing. I don't know if I don't know if I could face playing like an NES looking game that I don't like. I was talking about this on Twitter. Some like Twitter account was saying, when it comes to retro gaming, do you think, like, how big a thing do you think is nostalgia is in terms of like I'm happy to play an old game that I have played before and I know it really well and I like it, but when it comes to playing when it comes to playing retro games that I've never played before, so often I wish I didn't, but sometimes I can't help but just pick them up and just think, oh, this looks horrible, or it just seems basic, and, you know, like, I guess I forgive the basicness of the ones that are, like, my favourite games as a kid or whatever. But when you've got no attachment to it, and it's just really basic, you're like, oh. But yeah, the ones on, that's what I was saying. So the ones, the mobile versions that you're playing just look a lot more appealing on the eye. I don't know how they are in terms of, like, I know they've made a lot of changes to them. I don't know if it's for the better or for the worse. Yoink! I think we're out of here. You have to move on the beat, so missing a beat just means you miss a turn. Ah, okay. Oh, of course, yeah, because the enemies will be moving, but you won't. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, having a bad sense of rhythm is quite bad then. If this is a Souls-like game, is easy mode the same as, say, Dark Souls, or a lot easier? I would say that this is considerably easier than, like, to just complete this on you know, to just complete it on the easy mode is considerably easier than completing Dark Souls, I would say. I mean, for a start, it's just quite a short game. There's only 3 bosses in the game, so it's like the pattern is kind of like, it's like a couple of levels, then a boss, couple of levels, then a boss, couple of levels, end the game boss. That's it. You can beat the whole game in half an hour if you're. Oh, how's it going, Burb? I'm doing my own run at the moment. We had Kev donate first time, and then Claudio popped in and donated, and he couldn't stay, so he handed over the reins to Ace. And Ace was surprisingly kind when he with what he asked me to, with the weapons he allowed me to have. Full top up. Thank you very much. How's life treating you, Ace? Long time. It's so good to have you back in the streams. I know you've been crazy busy recently. Case in point, Final Fantasy VII. Great game, but I was constantly bothered by the ancient graphics. Oh, no. I know. Like, I got my daughter to play it, and she was just like it hurt. Honestly, it hurt. Like, she turned it on, and there was the opening cutscene, which still holds up, and, she didn't think that was particularly bad or anything. She didn't, certainly didn't, like, comment on it. And then the game actually loaded, and she saw, like, Cloud, and she was just like, oh my god, what the... he looks awful. And I don't know. It's quite hard to argue that point, isn't it? He doesn't look great. I don't know. It's weird how you just kind of, like, you see different things. Like, you genuinely, like, now when I look at Cloud, and in the game I look at Cloud and I don't see this, like, rectangular mess. I really don't. Just shows the strength of nostalgia. But she does see it, and she just couldn't handle it. But then, because this was on the Switch, and I was just letting her play around, and then she had a go on Final Fantasy X instead, and she was like hooked straight away, just because Final Fantasy X looks so much better than 7. So, I'll forgive her. If you're not gonna like 7, then at least like 10, the next best one. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. I never thought I was that bothered about graphics, and I'm not like a super, like, snobby, like, oh my god, everything has to look like Red Dead Redemption 2, or whatever. Like, I'm not that bothered, but I need them to not look terrible. Unless, of course, it's a game that I have huge nostalgia for, and I can just be completely blind to it. Like, if it's a new game to me, then I kind of... I don't know, even when I play... I just find... I found it easier to get into... Especially, like, there's certain games, like, for instance, Final Fantasy, where, it's kind of... I think we all agree that... Oh, Lord! We all agree that there's quite a big part of Final Fantasy games is about the story and getting immersed in feeling for the characters and all that kind of thing. And I just find it harder to do when they don't look like anything, if you know what I mean. In the same way that I think I find that Final Fantasy X is probably the easiest one. It's probably like the most emotional one, and that might be in large part because of the story, because it is quite an emotional story. But I think a big part of it is just the... see me just killing this, by the way. See, this is not hard. You could pick... I'm sure you could pick this up and smash it, Steve. Black Bridge, boom, we're at the first boss. Cousin was completely baffled that I liked Undertale because of how it looked. Yes, I didn't mind Undertale. And, you know, like, Celeste is like retro-looking graphics. And I like that. You know, there is times when it's good. What do you think of... Oh, Final Fantasy 12. I'm loving it. The guy in the chat here called Blue Ace is like, he's the guy who was kind of for ages asking me to play it, and it went on sale and I finally grabbed it, and I think it's definitely going to be one of my favorites. Have you played this, by the way, Bird? I'm sure, I know you've played a couple of games like this, haven't you? Have you ever played this one? It's good. Taking a break from reading. What run are you on? Number 3. I failed run number 2, which was like Ace was in charge on behalf of Claudio, and then no one, we haven't had any more donations, which is fine, by the way. It's fine. This is just totally optional, bit of fun. I was always gonna kind of just play myself if no one wanted to kind of get involved in that. So don't, you know, there's no obligation to get involved. You can just stay in chat. But yeah, so because no one donated, I thought, well, I'll do a run on easy, and that way, like, people can actually see a bit of the game instead of me just dying on the same bits over and over again. So now I'm on run number 3, and this is my run. I'm choosing the weapons, and we're on easy, and we're cruising. Oh, well, I played it at like I played it. Me and Emma went to like a gaming convention thing, and this was and I had a little go of this, but I mean literally like a 5-minute go. See, this is I'm gonna show you now what this boss, because everyone just saw me die on this boss 5 minutes ago. When he was on hard mode. Now you're gonna see how it should go. We are gonna absolutely annihilate him. Oh! Trying to be cheeky. It's like the Dark Souls. It's the curse of Dark Souls. You try and get too many hits in and you get punished. Don't be greedy. Greedy people die. Oh, get me out of the corner. Ow! See that jump? That jump is what kills you. Under, you gotta go under the jump. When he like lurches back, you go under. Boom! Absolutely crushed. Thank you very much. See you later. I'll just cash that in for money. I think that's probably a better one than what I've got. No, it's not. So I'll just cash it in. Let's go. I know, that's that turret is a beast bed. Yeah, well, I wasn't sure of how I'd feel about 12 because, you know, it's like oops, don't mind the bomb. It's like Final Fantasy 8, or like Final Fantasy 8's got a mega kind of split opinion. You know, it's hated or loved, and 7 seems a bit like that, and there's a bunch of games like that. Majora's Mask is a bit like that, and you know, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel, but yeah, I really like it. You know, it's, I don't know, it's just, I love the whole thing of get 5% damage received, 5% less damage received. It's pretty decent. It'll do. Yeah, you thought the you thought the weapons were a bit too quality. Upgrade you. I've been plowing all... Whenever I get the opportunity to, I plow all my cells into this dude. I don't even know what these two are. I guess they don't get unlocked until I put 500 into that. It just takes a long time. Nah, I'm not a graphics snob, but there's just something about PS1 and then 64. Oh yeah, like early days 3D is pretty painful. I mean, you look back at like Silent Hill or something and you just think, oh god. Alright, no worries. See you later, Steve. Cheers for coming along, man. Yeah, you look at early days like Silent Hill and you think, oh god. Like, in your head you remember it looking... And like early days Tomb Raider, in your head it just... In your head that's not what it looked like, and then someone shows you a picture and you're like, really? Is this really what it looks like? This, I hate with a passion. Those... Okay, this is the one with a couple of locked doors, because they are procedurally generated, but they have a kind of, you know, a pattern to them. Whoa, he's a big mean dude! Get out of it! Jesus! Oh my god. Where's my key? Forget it. I'm taking my key and running. Hey, Flair! How's it going? Long time no see! Flair, if anyone doesn't know, was our 1000th subscriber, I believe. Literally number 1000, because we were streaming as we hit 1000. Ah! Get off me! Trying to pick up a thingy here. Heyo! How's it going, Morris? Oh, how's life been treating you, Flair? Yeah, I hate those enemies that just, like, eternally spawn more enemies. Those ones, he's on the right-hand side, they keep spitting them at you, and it's like, you're trying to kill him, and at the same time, like, in the time it takes to kill him, he's already spat out another 3 enemies at you, and they're, oh, so annoying. Yoink. Ew, Morris. I'm just bossing this. I'm not really. I've only just beat my first boss, and to be fair, I had to go on to easy mode to do that. Ah! Charge! Well, that got a bit hairy, didn't it? Man, this is like absolutely manic. That's what I mean. If you get like, sometimes you get 2 of those guys in the same area, the ones that spawn enemies, and it's just like, before you know it, you've got about 10 or 15 enemies all coming at you at once, and it's like absolute nightmare. I am here to collect that, thank you, and then I will be leaving. What platform are you going to get Elden Ring on? I didn't even know if it was going to be multi-platinum or whatever, or multi-platform even. I didn't know that we knew anything about it at this point, to be honest. Get off me! If I was, yeah, I mean, if I was gonna, if it's available everywhere, then I'll be getting it on, oh, Jesus! Then I think I'd get it on PS4, because, well, it's just trophies, innit? Gotta get them trophies. Nah, but like it runs, my PS4 seems to run a lot smoother than my Xbox, and I don't like, if I can avoid it, I don't really like playing games on PC that much, just because I can't kind of I can't just like chill. I've got to like sit at the desk, and I've got to sit in a desk chair, which is nowhere near as comfortable as sitting on the couch, and get off me. Yeah, it's just not as comfortable to chill gaming on my PC as it is on the PS4. So yeah, where possible, I always go PS4. And I mean, I'd go, obviously, if it was kind of a straight up like identical version, I might be tempted to go Switch, but assuming that they were going to release it on Switch, which I don't think they will, or at least certainly not at release. Like if it was going to be identical, then there'd be an argument to consider going Switch, but I would never go Xbox. A marksman's bow. Hell of a lot more DPS. Increases your movement speed for 5 seconds after killing an enemy. That's pretty nice. I'm going to take that, I think. Yeah, I don't think it'll be on Switch. I was just like hypothetically, like when it comes to me deciding where I buy, it's PS4 or Switch, and then usually what it is oh, I quite like to have it on either one of those, and then it's usually like, oh well, it's 10 quid on PS4 and 30 quid on Switch. I'll get it on the PS4. Like my policy is that usually if they're the same, no, if they're the same price on both, if it's the same price on both consoles, I will go Switch generally, just because it's nice to have the portability, and I'm not that bothered if there's a slight downgrade in like graphics. But yeah, that was just being hypothetical. A big monster game like Elden Ring, I don't think is gonna get on the Switch. Yeah, a lot of delayed games. Don't tell Bird. But no, I agree. They kill it. Like I agree with Bird. They clearly need to just get good at deciding what the release dates are. Like it's not hard. It's like just be more accurate. Just it's all about like managing people's expectations, and clearly don't go into it thinking, well, we can get it done by this date if we work everyone like dogs. They should go into it thinking, how, what time frame can we get it done on with a reasonable amount of, and obviously there's always people going to be having to work hard last minute or whatever, but people shouldn't have to be like worked to the bone. And I think the only way to get around that is for them to just come out and say, look, times have changed. Games used to be like this, and now they're like this. The graphics is different, the voice acting is different. We're getting actual actors in here and kind of getting them to actually like do the movements. Like, you've got to accept that games used to take a year to make. Now they're going to take 2 years to make. So stop expecting the game to be made, games to be kind of made within this time period. It's not possible anymore. As games get more advanced, they're going to take longer to make. And they just have to come out and say that, and just say, that's the way it is. The cycle, the development cycle is now longer. You wouldn't expect them to make a SNES game in the time it takes them to make, Red Dead Redemption 2, would you? It's just silly. We're an entitled bunch. I know. They're their bed. Don't care how expensive a gaming chair is. It's not as comfy as my corner sofa. Yeah, exactly. How'd you like some of them, boy? Ah! He still managed to get me. Yeah, some of the enemies get pretty mean as you progress, and so the only solution is to cheese. Well, I say cheese them. It's totally not a cheese at all. It's using valid weapons that are available in the game. No other teleporters available? Damn you. Can't teleport out of here. Got nowhere to go. Yeah! No! Okay. Where the hell are we going? Could be the case for some oh, hang on. Hearing about delays and stuff's never fun, but I'm always happy when I hear that they're pushing one off for a few months so that employees can have an actual life. Yeah, like, yeah, I mean, as Bird said, it might be that, or it might be that they're just, instead of being worked to the bone for a month, now they're going to be worked to the bone for 2 months, or whatever. I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, Bird is right that we are an entitled bunch, and I think part of that, not only is it the fact that, people expect a game to be, people expect Red Dead Redemption 2 to be built in the same time it took to build a SNES game. Not only do that, but they also expect it to be the same price. So we all want these enormous, Witcher 3, humongous. I mean, I don't, but you know what I mean. Like we, as in the peeps, all want these like enormous open world games. They're all like 300 hours long, and they want it to be the same price as, whatever, a tiny game. Like, realistically, games should cost more money, I think. I don't want to pay more money. I want every game to be a $5. But realistically, I mean, come on. Like, some of the games, the amount of hours that you get out of some games is insane. To only pay 50 for something is, I don't want them to start charging 100, but there are games that are worth 100. I think the trouble getting around that is, you can say a game is worth 100. I could say Dark Souls is worth 100. But would I be willing to pay 100 to find that out? If you know what I mean? Like, I know it's worth 100 now because I've played it. If I hadn't played it, I wouldn't have paid 100 to find out if it was worth 100. So, if the price gets too big, then people aren't going to be willing to try it. But, generally speaking, games are getting way more expensive, way more time is getting put into them, but we don't want them to take longer, and then we don't want them to charge us more. So the result, I guess, is that there's delays and workers get treated badly. Ba-da-bam-bam-bam. You gotta love these tunes. Can you hear this, by the way? I hope you just can hear the kind of the game music and stuff. Let me know if you can't, because it's a beast. You want to hear these sound effects. 200 quid for each hour of horse dance. Sounds like a bargain, Morris. Sign me up. That's why... Yes, exactly. Hyper's right. That is why demos need to make a comeback. I'm happy to... Yeah, I'll pay lots for a game if you let me have a chance to play it and I know that I'm going to like it. You get all these games announced and you're like, oh yeah, so many games, and then everything gets... I know. But I mean, to be honest, like, Final Fantasy's only a month. Cyberpunk's quite a few months. Dying Light is indefinitely. Hello, bats. Could be the case for some studio. That's why I announced it. Oh, what have I just done? Oh, I flipped it. I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, it is true. It is hard. They've got to, they can't exactly, they can't exactly say, they can't exactly announce a game a week before it comes out. They need to do some promo and whatever. So they need to, it's fine for them to announce it early, but they need to not announce it so early that they clearly don't have a solid idea of when they're actually going to be able to create the game by. Oh, hello. Oh no, that's not. It might be what I'm looking for. I need to find a key. I need to find the clock tower key. This is the bit that always... The clock tower, I always get lost in the clock tower. Without a fail. You can't hear the music at all? Oh, what? I mean, if you can hear the sound effects, then that should be I'm going to turn it up a little bit. In fact, I just turned it down. That was not a smart move. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Tell me if it's too loud, because I don't want to, you know, you got to hear my beautiful voice. Crunch is horrible. The guys behind Cyberpunk even admitted that crunch will happen to get the game ready. Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. Like, the thing is, if they give them... I don't know what it is, but if you give them 6 months to make the game, they'll be crunch. 12 months, they'll be crunch. 2 years, crunch. Like, you know, there's going to be crunch no matter what. And that, my friends, is the key. The key to the clock tower. And then we're going to go there. I think we're going to be facing boss number 2. I'm not sure I'm really ready to face boss number 2, to be honest. I've got a bad feeling that if I face boss number 2 now, we're going to die. But I've got parental controls on. Well, that's not true. I've got the app for parental controls on just because it's a cool little app that tells you how many hours you've played per month and how many hours of each game and stuff. So I've got it just because it keeps track of your like stats through the month. It tells you like which games you've played the most, and I'm a nerd. And I just want to know how many hours I've played of each and stuff like that. We're about to head into boss number 2, by the way. There's only 3 in the whole game. This might be our last run, actually. We've been going for an hour and a half, and I wasn't planning on streaming that long. So, yeah, this might be our last run. Hopefully we can win it. Win it! Sometimes it's because of shareholders. You have to promise that you're going to try and sell a game before the company year end. See that? Yeah, and also, it's as Baird said, it's often about the cycle of E3, which... I think is kind of dying out now anyway, because Sony, this will be the 2nd year in a row that Sony don't do it, and Nintendo are kind of doing their things on their own. Anyway, so I don't know, I think like E3 will soon die, but when there's a cycle based around E3, they're going to be sat there that you're thinking, well, you know, I don't know, I can't even remember when E3 is, but say it's April. Say it's April, then, and they're kind of sat in March thinking, oh, you know, we don't know when we can get this game done by, but it's June usually. Okay, June. All right. It's usually June. So say they're sat there in May thinking, we've got this new game coming. We don't know when we can get it finished by, but if we don't announce it next month, then the next E3 is 13 months away. So it's now or 13 months. And so they do it now, even though they know they don't know how long it's going to take to make, but they're like, well, it's now or 13 months, and we don't want to wait 13 months to announce it, so we've got to go now. Maybe they should just everyone should just take a more Nintendo style way of doing it, and they just every couple of months they just give an update. Look, here we're going, and then if you do it regularly, there's less pressure to like announce things way ahead of when they're coming out. Oh, rant over. Problem with demos is the whole game gets leaked. Remember the Shenmue 3 demo? It looked promising enough. I know, it really did. Because I thought it was like, oh look, here's some of the cool mechanics. They're showing off the mini games and they're showing off this. Turns out that's what the game was. Like, yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about, Morris. I need 1 million subscribers and then they'll just send me games for free. Demands. Release dates are less the game's done and more that we'll release it on that day. Yeah, and then they'll just spam patches. The thing is, though, because someone was saying this about, oh, it's fat, you know, because, you know, there's the famous phrase, like, you know, a rushed game is bad forever, but a delayed game is good forever. Whatever, you know what I mean? Shigeru Miyamoto saying, basically, take your time and it'll be good. Rush it and it's ruined. And then I saw someone discussing that quote earlier, saying, like, that it's like a dead quote now, because patches have kind of made it redundant. like, because you can release a game, you can release a rushed game and improve on it. But I still don't think. I mean, there are some cases where it's kind of worked out like that. But there's still loads where you think like Anthem and Fallout 76, where it came out and it got such a bad reputation and it got slammed so much that they might have fixed it now. I don't know. They might have fixed it and it might work fine, but it doesn't matter because everyone's got in their head, I'm not going anywhere near Anthem. Like, I saw the other day Anthem on sale for like $5 and I thought, oh, you know, it might be worth, you know, it might be worth to go for $5, and then I just thought, nah, yeah, it's probably garbage. Like, and I don't know anything about Anthem, but that's been drilled into me from like the absolute hammering that it took. So if you rush a game out and it gets hammered, then that's it. You might it might be too late to kind of fix the reputation. Demos also don't tell you that much. If it's a 40-hour game and you get a 1-hour demo, that's equivalent to a 3-minute preview of a 2-hour movie. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, you can't. Yeah, it can't tell you everything. But yeah, I mean, like, just to get a feel for how it handles, and like Death Stranding strikes me as something very weird. I can't. Like, I think if I played an hour of that, I might be like, I don't want to play any more of this. Whereas if I played an hour of Dark Souls, I'd be like, yeah, come on, let's go. Like, I mean, even if Dark Souls, like, say the demo of Dark Souls was just you beat the Asylum Demon, you get up to that point, that'd be like, well, you know, because it'd probably take a few goes and it'd be exciting, and you know, that'd be enough of a taste to think I want more of this. I think. I wait weeks before buying most games. The state. Oh yeah. I like. It's super rare that I buy a game new, mainly just because the price. There's no good argument. Usually, there's no good argument to justify buying a game on day one, unless you're proper desperate to play it. Because, like, I really want to play Jedi Fallen Order on, the newest Star Wars game, but it's like it was 50 when it came out about a month ago. I think it's about 40 now. In a month it'll be 30. Another month it'll be 25. So I'm just gonna pick it up in a couple of months. Like, why pay 50 when I can pay 25 or whatever? Like, all I have to do is wait a little bit. And this beast is not that hard as long as you keep your distance. It's all about the range with this one. So I'm just gonna let my turrets do the legwork, really. I reckon we should look at these turrets, man. My turrets are absolutely annihilating this boss. I barely laid a finger on it myself. I think it's a hair. I barely laid a finger on it myself, and she's almost dead. Yeah, I will be getting Jedi Fallen Order, and I was thinking about playing it on the channel, to be honest. I thought it might be cool. It sounds Dark Soulsy, which I love. It sounds Star Warsy, which I like. And yeah, it's probably going to be quite short, which is good for the channel. Because I fear starting big, whopping 50-hour games, just because sometimes people just lose interest and stuff, and then it's like you're kind of stuck 15 hours into a 50-hour game and you want to finish it, but no one else wants to watch it. It's like, yeah, so I prefer to stick to games that aren't super long. So yeah, it sounds quite short. It's Dark Soulsy, it's Star Warsy. I think I'm going to play it on the channel when I get it. But yeah, I just haven't got the time to play it anyway as well. If I buy it, I'll just, like, literally, if I buy it today, it'll sit on the shelf, because I'm in the middle of Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm playing Final Fantasy 12, and I'm playing like 3 or 4 different games or whatever. So if I buy it, I'll just buy it and then put it on the shelf. And it's like, what's the point? I might as well buy it in a couple of months when I've got the time, and then it'll be cheaper. Xbox, PS, and Nintendo all have their own events. E3, yeah, but Sony's ones are garbage, aren't they? There's Sony State of Play. Like, I've only seen a couple of them, but man, they just like Nintendo get it bang on. Like Nintendo Direct. I mean, there's loads and loads of exclusives for Nintendo that I have got no interest in. Not really. I'm not that interested in Fire Emblem. Not interested. You know, I never used to be that interested in Smash Bros. I'm not interested in Splatoon. I don't know. I'm not interested in Astral Chain. Not interested really in Luigi's Mansion. Not interested in Mario Party. Not interested in Animal Crossing. You know, there's tons like that I'm not interested in. So I'm not just saying this as like a, you know, I love the Directs because I love the games that are in them. I don't. Often they're filled with games that I don't like, but Nintendo just do a really good job of, you know, oh god, I'm not fighting you. They just do a really good job of going, look, here's what's coming up. They give you a snippet of each thing. It's exciting, it's short, it's snappy, it's fun. Yeah. The Nintendo Directs, I think, are the best around. Yeah, I mean, I mean, while demos aren't perfect, they are, it would give me a better idea of whether I want to play a game than not playing a demo. You know what I mean? Like, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. Here we go. Now, in this one, we're in the final stage of the game, by the way. So it goes like 2 or 3 stages boss, 2 or 3 stages boss, which we've done, and then it's just 1 stage boss, and that third boss is the final boss. And to do this final stage, which we're in now, you basically have to. Oh my god! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! I'm getting absolutely pounded. To do this third stage, this final stage, you have to, oh my god, no, 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 oh my god, what the hell just happened to me? Jesus, I don't know how I got out of there alive. I have got a spare life, but I really want to save it for the end of game boss. Right, we're out of here.
I love Lamp.
I love Lamp. Al's not here, is he? I miss Al. He's, you know, he's always around. He's always around. He's just, I mean, he's not now, clearly. But, Al is hardcore, regular. I love dirt. What? When from Cuphead pops up on the screen. What have I missed? Yeah, I've got a bad feeling that I'm not ready to beat the end of game boss. I think what we're going to do here is, this might just be my prediction. We're gonna get to the end of game boss. I'm pretty confident of that, and then we're gonna die, which will be heartbreaking. Okay, here we go. We're going into the mayhem, which is getting the. Oh yeah, so this final stage, basically, I've got to get to like the king's throne room. The end of game boss is the king, and I've got to get to the king's throne room, and to do that, he's behind 2 locked doors, and so you have to beat these two sets of like elite enemies to get the 2 keys to get to the final boss. So I've just collected the 2 keys. Oh god, that's put me in a world of pain. The way out of here is past him. Whoa, there we go. Ah! Oh my god. Yeah, so now I've got the keys. All I need to do is get to the place where I use them. Which I don't know where that is. Shenmue 3 is the best Final Fantasy. How dare you? It's not even the best Shenmue 3. I don't know what that means. He's been AWOL ever since you said 12's better than 8. Oh no. What have I done? Ah! That stupid whirlwind that sucks you in. Right, so there is a set of doors around. Oh, is this it? It is. End of game boss time. Like a boss, we are crushed. Look, current time 26 minutes 35 seconds. So it's taken me 26 minutes to get to the end of game boss. So that gives you kind of an idea of how short this is if you know what you're doing and you're pretty quick and yeah, but I mean it's 20. Yeah. So it's only the way the basic layout of the game bird is like. It's like 2 or 3 stages and then a boss, 2 or 3 stages, then a boss. That one stage that I just did, and then a boss. And that's it. Now, the 2 or 3 stages in between, they can be, like, there's different doorways you can go through that lead you to, like sometimes it's a poison swamp, sometimes it's something else. So there's different stages, but you know, the stages can be different, but it's always 2 or 3 stages boss, 2 or 3 stages boss, 1 stage, end of game boss. And this is it. So yeah, you can beat the game in about half an hour. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's been pretty popular, Ace. So yeah, if people want more, I'm up for doing some more of this. You forgot to put the self-promotion rule? What do you mean? I'm pretty sure it's in the description. People just know now anyway, and if they don't, I'll kill them. I'm not noticing my stream lagging, but every once in a while I look down and it says I'm not at the live part anymore. That's really weird. Get here now, Hyper, because you're gonna see me take down the king. You're probably not. Usually when I get to the end of game boss, I've got about 20,000 HP, and now I've got not even 10,000. So I do not rate my chances of beating this guy at all. He's so hard. Like he's so hard that you basically, damn it, I have to just like tank him. The only way I've been able to beat him before is to kind of, oh my god, look at this. He knocks you into the spikes, which is a whole world of pain. There we go. Jumped over you, buddy. You snooze, you lose. Oh my god. No! I have got one, like, extra life, but that, I mean, look at how little health I've taken off him. It's horrendous. No! Oh my god. Yeah, this is horrendous. This is such a hard it's a hard end of game boss. He whips out elite enemies in the middle of the fight. That's like his kind of his second and third phase is to whip out his mates. I mean, this is so mad. I mean, you can probably barely even see what's going on. I can barely see what's going on. I'm in the spikes. That was my one life gone. So I'm pretty much like one hit from death. I'm definitely one hit from death. It's over. It's over. Body desecrated. The run is dead, peeps. I'm allowed to... It's not self-promotion when I promote myself, Pat. Don't be silly. It's my Discord. It applies to everyone but me. It was a good effort. It was a good effort. So yeah, so that's the way it works, Bird. And then you beat the end of game boss. And then when you beat the end of game boss, you get a boss soul from him. Please don't ban me, Bird. When you beat a bot. So this is like playing on normal mode. Then when you beat that end of game boss, you get a boss soul. And you can put the boss soul. There's DLC. What? Are you talking about DLC for this? because I haven't tried it because I didn't even know there was any. Yeah, so once you beat that end of game boss, you get a boss soul, a boss cell. No, I've never even heard of it. I've never even heard of the DLC mods. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, so you insert this boss soul into this, and then it changes the game to hard. It reduces the amount of health fountains you get. It does all that, and then if you can beat the if you can beat it on hard, then you get another boss soul. You insert it into the tank, and then you can play on like extra hard. So and like Ace was telling me, there's 5 different like boss souls, so like 5 different levels of difficulty. These are all different things I've collected. Like you will eventually fill all these jars if you collect everything. These are all different, like that's like a daily challenge thing. I can't remember what that is. I think this guy gives you your stats and stuff. So he tells you how many weapons you've unlocked, the skills. Like, so, okay, so I've done total number of runs, 34, and I've completed it twice, which is very good going. Like, most people said to me that it should take maybe 50 goes to beat it once, and I beat it once after about 18 or something. And a big chunk of those now are like hard run. A big chunk of those total attempts are hard ones, which, you know, I don't feel bad for not being able to complete. But yeah, it's, you know, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of stats. There's, look, Morris, you'll be happy. I've survived 2 curses now. Morris complained when I posted my stats that I hadn't survived a curse. And of course, there's the achievements. But yeah, yeah, so when you go in, as you can see on the right hand side there, but oh, you've played the game before. I don't know why I'm telling you how to play the game. You've played it before. But yeah, 6 levels of difficulty if you count note. Yeah, okay, so there's 5 boss souls you collect, and each time you get a boss soul, the game gets a bit harder. Not sure if it was released on the Switch, but it's definitely available at least on PS4. I'm gonna check it out right this moment. Why not? Because I'm sure I'll be spending the last 5 minutes jibber jabbering, saying farewell and stuff anyway. But yeah, this has been really good fun. I'm gutted. I really thought we were gonna beat the game there. That would have been nice if I could beat the game. I mean, as I say, I've only beat it twice, but I find it quite easy now. There's no sign of doesn't look like it, Modest. Maybe it's just a PS4 thing or something. Oh no, there it is. Oh, it is. Boom. It's at the bottom. Weird, seeing as I typed in Dead Cells. How did Dead Cells DLC not come up at the very top of the result? And it's a free download. That's pretty sweet. I'll get that right now. I never say no to a free download. Free DLC. That's what it's all about. None of this making me pay for stuff. Jesus. Things actually change on harder difficulties. The story downloaded it already. Wow, that was quick. What is it anyway? Is it just more? It's more levels or something? More bosses? Story progresses for 1, and you only get the ending once you beat it on max difficulty. Thus, you only beat it at max difficulty. All right, I haven't really beat the game. Fine. But yeah, I don't know what this is. I'm intrigued. I want to see play. It's because of how Switch sorts results. DLC is always at the bottom. Oh, hyper with the knowledge. It doesn't. There's nothing extra on the menu. I don't know if some dude is gonna appear or I don't know. I don't see anything different. That's my good deed of the day. And with that, I bid you all adieu. I will bid you adieu too, Morris, because I'm going. I'm not going to bed, but I'm going. See you later, man. And cheers for the shout on the DLC. Especially it's free. I had no idea. Oh, you couldn't. I'm afraid you won't be able to lurk, Bird, because I am leaving. It's just a short one tonight, and then on Thursday I'm going to do a longer stream. Don't forget, by the way, peeps, if you are coming, Thursday's going to be God of War, because Friday is MZ's birthday, and I'm not streaming on Emma's birthday, obviously. Yeah, so instead of streaming, I would have streamed on Saturday instead, but I'm not here on Saturday. I'm going to be in Liverpool, so I'm streaming on Thursday. God of War, Thursday, pretty much same time as this now. And I'll see you then, I guess. Did you exit completely and reload? I did, but maybe I was a bit quick. I don't know. I'll have a fiddle around. But I do love me some free DLC. Can't go wrong with free. But yeah, cheers everyone for coming along. Thank you, Kev, for the donation, and Claudio. It's very much appreciated, peeps. And I will see you all very soon, maybe Thursday. By the way, tomorrow is... I'm sure you'll want to know. It is... Tomorrow's Final Fantasy 12. Then Thursday is God of War. Friday, Detroit Become Human. See you later, peeps. Have a good one. See ya.